seconds and counting.
Hey, what's good, guys? It's Collecting Entertainment here, back with another video. And for today's video, I'm going to talk about the Houston Texans. And the Houston Texans are going to host former Bills running back Devin Singletary to a visit. And I'm not sure if it's going to be today or tomorrow, when it's going to be, but they're going to be holding him in for a visit. And honestly, this comes to kind of a bit of a surprise to me. I personally thought they would try to find a Pierce complement during the draft, whether that be like a Kane from Texas A&M or maybe like a Gibbs from Alabama or something like that, or maybe like a later round guy. But it turns out that they may be targeting a free agent, and that free agent may be Devin Singletary. Now, when you look at Singletary, he's a pretty good player. I mean, he's still only 25, pretty young still. He should be a good second running back behind Dameon Pierce. I mean, that's a great backup guy. If Singletary was a starter for the Bills, then coming into Houston and being the backup, I mean, that speaks pretty good levels, that we have a good running back room. And it kind of fits the system, the mold a little bit. I mean, we really haven't seen him in a West Coast offense. I mean, the Bills, they can run more of like a pass-heavy, fast tempo offense, not really like a West Coast offense. It's going to be interesting to see how he would fit. Shouldn't be too hard considering, I mean, he's still pretty young. He can still learn the system and whatnot. But let me go over some stats from him. So in 2019, which was his rookie year, he had 775 total rushing yards and an average of 5.1 yards per carry. Now, he hasn't broken 1,000 yards at all during his career. Like, he hasn't had a 1,000-yard season at any point during his career, which is kind of, I wouldn't say concerning, but if you're a running back one and you've played 4 seasons in the NFL and you haven't had a 1,000-yard season, I mean, that's kind of, He's gotten pretty close. I mean, 870 yards. But, I mean, at the same time, you can't fault him because the Bills, they don't really run the football too much. They're mainly, as we see, a heavy passing team with Josh Allen. But, I mean, he's still a pretty good running back. His averages are pretty good. 5.1 in 2019, 4.4 in 2020, 4.6 in 2021, and 4.6 in 2022. I mean, that's pretty good averages. If it was like more than high threes, then I'd really be concerned. But it's in the mid to high fours. And then his rookie year, low fives. So, I mean, I'm not really too worried about that. Coming into a West Coast system, he should be able to get more carries, at least, than he did with Buffalo. I mean, he's going to be backing up Dameon Pierce, so it's going to be interesting how that works. But then at the same time, in the West Coast system, or at least in San Francisco, they really valued having multiple running backs, having Christian McCaffrey, Elijah Mitchell, a couple other guys, and then throughout the years, they've also used a couple other guys. So they do value having multiple running backs, different skill sets, as we've seen. So this kind of shows just that. So Devin Singletary is probably going to be getting not a huge workload, but he's still going to be a pretty big vocal point in this offense, as long with Dameon Pierce and maybe even a late round rookie or like an undrafted rookie, who knows. But yeah, in the receiving game, he's not too much of an impact. His highest receiving yards in any season was 280, so then it's not really insane from a running back, but I mean, it's pretty good. He can impact the receiving game a little bit. He averaged 7.4 yards per catch last year, 2022, so he can be a little bit of an impact, but he's not going to be, that's not his main, his main suit, if you will. But he is a very elusive running back compared to Dameon Pierce, who's more of a run through the tackles, I'm going to hit you and you better get out the way type of running back. Devin Singletary is more of a, I'm going to make you miss, catch me if you can type of guy. So I feel like that'd be a great compliment for Dameon Pierce. Let's see if we'll end up signing Devin Singletary. He's still 25 years old. He still has a pretty, I don't want to say long, but he still has some years ahead of him. So he should be a pretty good accusation if we do pick him up. I'm pretty excited for it. Again, didn't really expect it. But yeah, what are y'all guys' thoughts down below in the comments? Do y'all like Devin Singletary? How would y'all rate the signing, assuming we did sign him? How would he, pair up with Dameon Pierce? But yeah, it's been Clutch City Entertainment, and hope you guys have a good day. Peace.